starting with Swoopster 1.2, you'll see the user interface has changed a little bit here. In the top left corner of the screen, we now have the settings button and tutorial button. Tutorial just pulls up the little intro tutorial that starts when you first open the app. So you can just access that anytime. And then in the top left, you have settings. So we're going to take a look what's in there. We have input gain to control your input volume, and output gain to control your output volume. We have the input select button, which lets you choose between stereo 1 and 2 or monos 1 and 2. And it also tells you the current sample rate that you're running at. Output select lets you choose between normal stereo, wide stereo, or sum to mono. On the left, you have buffer size here, and this when Swoopster is running standalone outside of audio bus or Interapp audio, then you can use this to change the latency. Lower numbers mean lower latency. On the right here, we have background audio. That's also when Swoopster is running standalone outside of audio bus or Interapp audio, then you want to have background audio on in order for it to continue working in the background. And in the middle here, we have MIDI channel. You can just enter a MIDI channel there. You want to match that number to whatever MIDI input device you're using to control Swoopster at the time. The MIDI input toggle just allows MIDI in or not, so you can just turn that on or off. Now on the left here we have Bluetooth MIDI setup, and this is iOS 8 only. So we can tap that. What this does is lets Swoopster be seen as a Bluetooth MIDI device, so you can send MIDI to it over Bluetooth. And in order to do that, you just need to tap this advertise MIDI service toggle, and then that lets you be discoverable by other Bluetooth MIDI devices. And then on the right here we have clear MIDI learn settings, and that's going to ask you if you want to clear all the currently assigned MIDI CCs. And what that does is just clear whatever MIDI mappings you've set using MIDI learn. And we're going to get to MIDI learn. We're going to close this setting screen out. MIDI learn, you're going to press the tweak button here, and then you have the little learn toggle on the top left here. And that puts you into MIDI learn mode, and then you can just touch a slider and assign MIDI, move a knob on your MIDI controller to assign it.